It's scary because it costs so much money to fight, and I shouldn't have had to go through this.
Imagine fighting a stranger for custody of your child. It happened to a Denton County father who had to take his case all the way to the Texas Supreme Court. And his victory could set a precedent for future custody battles. Here's I-Team reporter Ginger Allen.
Long to explore.
Chris Clay says after his relationship with Arlie Jackson Wilkes ended in 2016, the pair focused on their daughter.
We co-parented well, and we respected each other's space.
Both had moved on to other relationships when Wilkes was tragically killed in a car crash. Then came the next blow.
He asked me if I would sign over my rights for my daughter.
He was Wilkes' fiancé, a man Clay had met just once. The man and Wilkes' parents both filed for joint custody of the 3-year-old. A Denton County judge dismissed the grandparents' case, but granted the fiancé visitation rights.
I never dreamed that the judge would make the ruling that she did over the father's objections.
Attorney Holly Draper says while state law makes it difficult for family members to file for custody, it's much easier for non-relatives.
Boyfriend, roommate, nanny, it could be anyone. If they were living in the home and relatively minimally involved in the care of the child, they're in the door.
The fiancé had lived with Wilkes for about 10 months, spending half that time with the little girl.
That was the scary thing about this case for me as a parent, was this was something he had absolutely no control over. The other parent of his child chose to have a relationship with someone that he didn't know. And then when the mother died, all of a sudden, this man is in his life.
The judge ordered Clay to hand his daughter over for visits with a man he barely knew.
It was frightening because he didn't have to tell me anything. And my daughter didn't understand it either. She didn't understand, why is this guy here and her mom's not here.
Still, he stuck to the schedule as the custody case dragged on between the father and the fiancé.
He was trying to insert himself into her life and try to have a role that really wasn't his to begin with. She didn't see him as a father figure. It was more of, this is my mommy's friend.
After losing his appeal last fall, the case went to the Texas Supreme Court in March. Then, last month, a decision. All 9 justices agreed the Denton County judge's ruling had violated Clay's constitutional rights as a fit parent.
It shows that we were right from the beginning.
A victory for Clay, but he says the fight cost his family almost everything. Their savings, their home equity, and the chance to have more children.
My daughter wants us to. We can't afford it.
A painful loss for this father and his family, caused, they say, by a fight that never should have happened in the first place.
We could have given my daughter a much better future if we didn't have to go into those courtroom doors and go through this experience.
Clay's attorney says his victory will help protect moms and dads against other non-parents who are seeking custody of their children. As for the little girl, she's about to turn 6 years old. She still sees her grandparents, and she is doing very well. We did reach out to the fiancé, but he did not want to comment about this situation. I'm Ginger Allen, CBS 11 News.
And if you have a situation that you'd like the I-Team to investigate, you can send them an email, reach them at iteam@ktvt.com.